This is DeRoy Cruz, your life applications officer. I'm having fun with this. I really am. I'm having fun with this. And I was just going to do one more video and cut out of this. I'm really turned on. And I'm really, these atheists, they don't cease to amaze me. Like I titled the video, "You Can't Win a Debate with an Atheist." You would think that if an atheist is going to come here and not listen to the whole video, he would say, "Well, wow, finally a Christian is honest," or he would say something like, "Well, okay, yeah, or wait, you can win a debate with an atheist if you help us understand," or something. You know what I'm saying? But these guys come, "Oh yeah, that's right. You can't win a debate with an atheist." Ooh, I'm like, wow. Who are these people? God almighty. I mean, one guy said he was 70 years old. 70 years old, and you're in a cult that persecutes Christians. It's 70. You're going to come to my channel and ask me childish questions. It's 70. "Oh, I'm just interested in what is your claim of your religion." Listen, two dumb things about atheism. This might be short. I can't promise you that, because I can go on and on and on about this dumbball group. Okay, it's the stupidest thing that's ever entered my life, man. I mean, I don't know. Two dumb things about atheists. Number one, first of all, I just thought about this. I was on the bus and I read the comments in my on some of the recent videos I did. I'm like, oh my God, wow, really, wow. Okay, this is the dumbest thing. First of all, let me say the one and then the other one will pop back into my head. First of all, now I remember. First of all, the dumbest thing is that number one, everybody in this world. Now maybe this ain't just dumb about atheists, but maybe it's dumb about a lot of people. Maybe it's something that's dumb about feminism. Or maybe it's something that's dumb about, gay pride or something like that. I don't know. But two things that are dumb about atheists: gay pride, feminism. That's another video. I go to atheist channels and listen to feminist videos. I think they do a good job at debunking feminists. We don't have any feminists in the church, atheists. We don't have any feminists. Okay? And then don't come back and tell me that, oh, your Bible says women should be silent in the church, but then you sit there and you supposedly debunk feminism. Well, which is it? Should they be running their mouth and showing their authority over men like feminists do? Or should they play roles in the church? That's another video. That's a third thing you're dumb about. You go out there and you rebuke people for the same thing that Christians rebuke you for. But then you try to say when it comes out of the mouth of a Christian, you try to act like, oh, everything's okay. There's nothing wrong. Well, then why are you picking on feminists then? Why are you picking on MGTOW? Why are you picking on people that have their own little cult, their own little group, just like you do, atheists? But two things that are dumb about atheists. And when I say atheists, as I said in about 100 videos almost, I'm not talking about people who just simply don't believe in God. I'm not talking about people that simply don't believe in God. If you don't believe in God and you really honestly don't believe in God, that's fine. That's not what my channel is about. I got nothing against people that don't believe in God. Even though I just met these people in 2013. Where were they when I was coming up? Like I said in the last video, where'd he go? There was a dude that was standing right here. He said something that was really off the wall, and then when we started praying and talking, he disappeared. Okay, two things that are dumb about atheism. Let me get to it. First of all, everybody has a group. Why do we need a Republican Party and a Democratic Party? If the only people that are dumb is Christians. Why do we need two parties to regulate everything? Why, like I just said, are you having a problem with feminism? Why are men having a problem with women? What kind of person tries to encourage? I can understand people being gay because of the time we're living in, because of the judgment of God, because of so you have to know a little bit about the Bible. Atheists don't go there, but see, these are the things that when you get into it, everything that you don't understand gets thrown on the back burner. Because when God explains this stuff, and it's all explained in the Bible, that's why I love it so much. And for all the things that I don't understand about the Bible, which is not really all, it's a few things maybe here and there. All I got to do is pick up the phone and boom, I got an answer, because I know people that know the answers, because they study what I don't study, okay? But why does everybody have their own little group or little cult? And what you call a cult, you think all cults have names. Christianity, Islam, Mormonism, the Catholic Church, Jehovah's Witnesses, okay? Some of those I don't even call them cults. I call them religions. But whenever you create a form of lifestyle and you try to convert other people into your outrageous lifestyle, that's a cult. When you try to convert people to what you are doing or what you're into, okay? But yet, atheists come up with atheism. You come up with this mastermind. To me, it's a toilet seat. But to you, it's a mastermind. It's brilliant. But to me, it's a place to spit and use the toilet. It's one of them Johns. You know what I'm saying? Where when I'm mad at God, I'll call myself an atheist today. But then I got to get back to reality and understand that no God, I wouldn't be here. Ding! Do I really need the lights to come on, or can I understand that in the dark? Do I really need somebody to turn the lights on? I mean, I don't need to see that with my eye. That's common sense. I know that in the dark. Okay? That wouldn't even be enlightenment. That's just common sense. Okay? Go on and keep making all this, worship of the idea that there is no God, but the idea that there is a God is just common sense it's still common sense. For well over half America. And not because this was once or tried to be once a Christian nation. And there was the Catholics and there was the Protestants, supposedly pushing religion, as atheists would claim, but that's not why. That's because of the freedom in this country to practice Christianity. Which means that the average Christian, or the average, not even Christian, the average person, not even a moon ago, knew enough about God, okay, that the idea that there is no God wasn't even an idea. It just didn't, thoughts like that didn't exist. These thoughts are created. Now, you can sit there and act like that's the other dumb thing about these atheists. First of all, you're dumb and stupid because you think that having your own thing going is just something that Christians are doing. That's a Christian thing, or that's a religious thing. No, it's not. Where did atheism come? Why do you feel you needed to create a cult in order to go against what you call a cult? Why are you defending paganism to go against what you call paganism? How dumb can you be, atheist? You go pagan trying to debunk paganism, as you say. You commit fallacies to prove fallacies. This got to be the dumbest group in the headlines. I mean, really, man. But that's the other thing, though. First of all, you think that everybody, you think that, you attack Christians for having their belief system. But yet everybody has a belief system, and only certain belief systems work. Atheism doesn't work. That's why my channel gets so much attention. Nobody ignores me. Because atheism doesn't work. There's no foundation. How is your atheism doing today? Well, I'm waiting for DeRoy Cruz to get to part 8. When he gets to part 8, I can turn my atheism back on again. Because you don't need atheism to go and have a hamburger and french fries. Now, do you? We can sit down together, me and you. You can sit down with Brother D and have a hamburger and french fries. We don't have to talk about religion. We don't have to talk about atheism. So where does atheism fit? Oh, wait, I prayed over my food and you got offended. Hello, welcome to atheism. You can't sit there and be embarrassed by me praying over my food. But you don't mind embarrassing yourself on camera. Going out to a quiet Christian challenge where Christians are inviting people to come pray and come to know the Lord, and you get all offended and go down there and act a fool, and next thing you know, the cops show up and got to escort you off the property. You don't mind making a fool out of yourself with that. Just don't pray over your food. Breaking news. Speaking of that, a school that I think it was a Christian school. Forgive me. This was on. It's all over the news, but I think it's Kentucky. I should have looked at the video again. Well, they say the video is giving people viruses, and I know it takes a while for it to charge when I go to it. That's why I don't like to go to it more than the 3 times that I already did. I don't want no virus on my phone. But anyway, Atheists, or should I say the center, the Foundation for Freedom from Religion Foundation, whatever you call that. Whatever you call that goofy cult. They tried to tear down the cross. Well, they tried to pressure this one school to tear down the cross from the school, saying that it was offensive. And they wanted to go inside the school and tear down some other things. That's where the video kept skipping every time he got to that part. But praise the Lord, the people, after a good protest and after some people from the government left it up to them, they chose this cross ain't going nowhere. I mean, isn't that a Christian school? But I guess because of the town it was in. Let me tell you something, atheists. First of all, like I said, you think that you're exempt from your own little cult or your own religion. Everybody's religious. Everybody's got their own little group, their little clique. Everybody's got their beliefs that anybody can argue with. Atheists, your beliefs are argumentative with not just Christians, but secular people in general. Secular people just like you that don't believe in any religion. They don't agree with your nonsense. Okay? And I'm thinking that atheism is coming to Pittsburgh in rapid speed. And I've seen the most biggest fornicators, gamblers, homosexuals, you name it. Look at me like I was crazy when I said, I know. You know, don't nobody want to hear nothing from a Christian. You know, we got to shut our mouths. You know, atheists on deck. You know, and they said, get that atheist nonsense out of here. Homosexuals. Homosexuals, feminists, okay, fornicators, adulterers, abortionists. Oh, we can abort some children. But you want to tick this lady off, talk to her about atheism. Oh, we're going to be gay, and we know God don't agree with it. But whatever you do, don't be an atheist. I'm sorry, atheists. I thought you had a bigger group than that. I thought, one person gets on my channel and he says, well, atheism is taking over the world. And then another one claims, and even Silverman said this out of his own mouth, that atheist was the smallest minority. And I thought, nah, that can't be. I mean, look at YouTube. How you figure the smallest minority? Okay, I mean, I can't even talk about a diet without an atheist showing up. I can't go to the Hawaii channel without an atheist showing up and coming at me. Nobody said nothing about God. Nobody said, but yet I'm arguing with an atheist. I don't get it. I mean, I don't get it. I'm wondering sometimes if these atheists on YouTube are really atheists, or are they somebody else in disguise trying to see if they can add power to atheism by their so-called arguments and questions and all this stuff. And then, if it works, then maybe they'll expose themselves as atheists. But I only see them on YouTube. And like I said, I've met 2 atheists in my entire life. One, when I came here to Pittsburgh, he was too drunk to have an argument, thank God. I'm not in the mood, okay? Especially that guy, because it would have been ignorant, okay? And then I worked with a guy. We were good friends. I worked with a guy when I was up at the plant, and he was friends with everybody. He was a good guy. I told you the story before about how he would go up there in front of my Catholic friends, because my Catholic friends, they believe in the Catholic Church, but they really don't believe in Jesus. They really don't believe in anything. They don't really believe half the stuff that comes out of the preacher's mouth in their own church. But they make sure they show up for Mass. They never miss a Mass. They show up for Mass. You can skip Sunday, but make sure you show up for Mass later on in the week. I mean, but there was this one atheist that loved to get with them and go up against me. But it wasn't like he was only good for atheism, because it's like, if we talked about other things, he could talk about them things too. It's just that when we got to the religious stuff, or the Christian stuff, or the Catholic stuff, then he wanted to say, but the Catholic guys, they believe in the Bible. They just don't believe that they have to live by it. But they believe it is the Word of God. And they believe that their minister, their Pope, is the closest thing to God. And they believe that their Archbishop and all that are they are the Bible. You don't need to read the Bible, just listen to them and take it whatever they say. But they don't believe half what they say. They make jokes about it. And this guy, he wouldn't say anything against their Catholicism or Catholicism. He would just always attack me. And so I'm learning that atheists are not so much. Here's one. Let me explain it this way. Did you see that fight with Mayweather and Conor McGregor? Now, Mayweather, right before he got in the ring with trash talking, he must be an atheist, McGregor. He better be an atheist, or we got problems, okay? Nice people don't act like that either. Whether you're Christian or not, you have to be a nasty trash talking atheist to get your butt kicked for trash talking and go back to trash talking. Okay? Mayweather's last interview before the fight, 2 days before the fight. Well, maybe 3 or 4 days before the fight. He clearly said that he talked about God. He talked about his family. He says, I'm older. He says, I don't have time for games. He says, whether I win or lose, that's all in God's hands. He says, I know what I need to do. I think I can beat McGregor, but I know what I need to do. If it doesn't work, that's fine. As long as I'm on my toes, I'm sticking to my game plan. As long as my family is fine and happy and healthy and well taken care of, that's all I care about. And I'm thinking, what happened to what happened to Mayweather? Did he become a preacher? Or he sound like a retired preacher or something instead of a retired boxer. Just a few days before the fight. And then here comes Conor McGregor on the last press conference before the fight. Oh, I'm going to F him up. I just want all y'all know I'm going to F this guy up. I'm going to jack him up. You know what I mean? He's old. He's blah, 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 blah. And this is what I loved that Mayweather said. He got up there in the most calmest way. And he said, we can talk all the trash we want to. But at the end of the day, it's all about knowing who you are and knowing your skills, being at the top of your game. Whether you win or lose, it's about being at the top of your game. And he kept saying that over and over and over again. But Conor McGregor did one thing that a lot of atheists refuse to do. He broke down a little bit. He understood that Mayweather was like, hey, listen, look. We can trash talk all we want. But at the end of the day, okay, I'm a fighter. I know Conor is a fighter. Okay? It's all about being at the top of our game, our skills. There's going to be some blood and there's going to be some sweat. We got to be at the top of our game. We got to go out there and do what we're paid to do. And Conor, after he said all that, when Conor had his last words to say, he figured he had to trash talk because that's what everybody's thrown in the dollars for. So he said, well, all I'm saying is I'm going to go in there and something that Mayweather said, though, kind of challenged his senses there a little bit. Because Mayweather spoke to Conor McGregor. Well, he didn't speak directly to him. He spoke to everybody. He said, listen. At the end of the day, okay? At the end of the day, that trash talking is basically, I'm paraphrasing, is not going to mean squat. Whether you win or lose, it's not going to mean squat. And so I'm saying to the atheists today, the words of Mr. Mayweather, he's never been a fan of mine. I've never gotten into him or McGregor. Okay? But I agree with him. Atheists, first of all, an atheist does not have skills because he doesn't have a code to have skills about. Okay? So Conor McGregor, at least Conor McGregor got some skills. Okay? And at least he did try to take some boxing lessons before jumping into the ring with a worldwide national boxer who is retired, has already been a trash-talking Conor McGregor in his younger years. He got his butt whooped today by a 40-year-old man who walked out of retirement. They said that they don't believe Mayweather even trained for the fight. He might have jogged down the street. He didn't really train to fight Conor the way Conor was training to fight him. He just did what he normally do to make sure he get, last 12 rounds, I guess, if that's what it is. Did they go 12 rounds? I didn't count. But anyway, at the end of the day, I'm still a Christian. And I've been a Christian for a long time. Here's the other thing that's dumb about atheists. You think that after all these years, like when I came into this world as a child, who you think you lying to, man? When I came into this world as a child, there's a Pentecostal church on that corner, Baptist church, Pentecostal church, Lutheran, Pentecostal, Methodist, Pentecostal, Baptist, Catholic, Baptist, Lutheran, Methodist, Episcopal, or whatever you call that, okay? I don't know how to pronounce that word. Episcopal or whatever. Okay? Catholic, Presbyterian, Lutheran, Pentecostal, Baptist. Church on every corner. Who do you think you lying to? Or you need to ask the people that you read their propaganda. So you mean to tell me that all these years, all these people from generation to generation that had some sort of faith in God, had some form of belief in God, some practice of religion or faith, these were all liars, idiots. These were all the people on the funny farm that had to hold hands to go to the bathroom. Who do you think you lying to? And I give credit to Muslims. I give credit to the Catholics. I give credit to the Mormons, the Masons. Not the Masons. Oh, that's something else. Then again, I had a friend that was a Mason. He don't know what the cult is all about. He never was invited to really to the big house, but I give credit to the most popular religions in America. I'll put it like that. You know why? Not because they're right, because they're wrong, but because they at least have a desire to know. And if they come at me with an argument, at least they have something to argue from. If I ask a Mormon, where the heck did you get the Book of Mormon from? And what makes you think the Book of Mormon, okay, is a real book? Or what makes you think it can be argued with against the Word of God or whatever? You know, they'll have some strong answers for me. But what evidence is there that atheism is true and right? What evidence is there? Here's the kicker. What evidence is there that atheism edifies anything? At least the Mormons wear clean underwear. At least the at least the Jehovah Witnesses have a kingdom and a hall, okay, to get to the kingdom from, okay? Oh my goodness. At least the Catholics know how to wear fancy uniforms, okay? But all these things, as vain as they all are better than atheism. They all are better than atheism. Because ain't no Catholics coming on my channel. Ain't no Mormons coming on my channel. Ain't no Jehovah Witnesses coming on my channel saying dumb stuff. There's only 2 people that come to my channel saying dumb stuff. Not even the Muslims come to my channel saying dumb stuff. When they come, they don't trash talk. They call me brother, and they try to like explain to me in love why Allah and Islam is so great compared, and that we're part of the same family, which we're not. That's a lie. Okay, but there's only 2 people to come to my channel with their nonsense, and that is Hebrew Israelite cult and atheists. Okay, and then you got also these people that aren't really Christians. They just go to church. And they go to one of them churches where if you can find an argument, then you don't have to be a born-again Christian. You don't need to worry about what Jesus did for you on the cross. You don't need to forgive nobody. You don't need to be set free and delivered from nothing. All you need to do is find a good argument and go up against somebody that thinks he's a real Christian and argue with him about it. And then that shows that you have faith. That shows that you have religion. That shows that you're contending for the faith. No, that shows that you're using the bathroom with the same atheists. All right? At least these guys have a clean bathroom. Atheists are just nasty. Okay? All the way from what I said earlier about them trying to do dumb stuff like force people to rip the crosses off their churches. And then some knucklehead's going to tell me today, oh, they believe in Christian persecution along with all their other fairy tales. Let me tell you something. Even if the Bible was 100% wrong, if you found out that there's no such thing as Christian persecution, I found out, let me stop right there. I don't want you to know what I found out about you. Okay? You must be some kind of test dummy. You must have been born in a lab, okay, out of some serious monkey DNA. Because ain't no way anybody that's lived and been watching the news and been around the world has not seen Christian persecution at work. And only an atheist would sit there and say that there's no such thing as Christian persecution. Okay. You can't win a debate with an atheist. That's why. Because they don't hear, they don't see, okay? They don't understand, okay? Crap just goes past them. I didn't see nobody get hit by a bus. Where's the bus? Where? Well, that's not a bus. That's a tractor trailer. No. That's not blood. That's Kool-Aid. No. That's not a dead person. That's somebody. That's not somebody's chopped off head. That's a Halloween mask. I'm DeRoy Cruz, your Life Applications Officer. Hey. Stay tuned for more because I'm having fun. And when I read the comments section to this video, more fun. And what am I saying? I'm not saying anything. I'll be honest. You're right. I'm not saying anything at all. I'm just repeating the nonsense that comes to my channel. I done already kicked your butt. And I already showed the world that you can't take atheism seriously, especially militant atheism. You can't take it serious. Okay? I already shown the world that. Now I'm just having fun. I'm just having fun spitting out what you spitting on me. Okay? And I'm hoping, I don't really care if atheists come to my channel and you don't know how many comments I was going to comment on, and I says, nope. Can the real adults in the room stand up, please? Can they stand up? Can I talk to a real adult? I talked to a 70-year-old man today on my channel. He's not an adult. Can the adults please rise? Can the people that have a mind, that have an understanding of any simple thing, Can people that understand that they're breathing air, okay, that their poop is brown, can they please stand up? These atheists, they think they're from planet something, I don't know. They think that they have seized from this world and went into, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with these people. All I know is that God is not the author of confusion. God specializes in common sense. Okay? But if you look at my comment section on some of these videos, don't talk to me about science, because I respect science. Talk to these atheists, because they seem to think that they can cut through the law of gravity. The law of gravity does not apply to them. There's no Christian persecution. Yeah, there's no white people either. There's no Christian persecution. Right. There's no Christian persecution. There are no Christians. Who are you arguing with? Why are you arguing with me? It sounds like Christian persecution to me. Why are you arguing with me then? Why are you coming to my channel? Why do I even exist to put up a channel if there's no Christian persecution? See, first of all, you need to believe that situations exist. That sin exists. That you being a sinner and working for the devil exists. And then maybe you can believe that God exists, as if you don't believe that God exists in the first place. But I think if you really believe that God didn't exist, just like I don't listen to a lot of black consciousness stuff, even though I'm black myself. And I see how some white people act and some black people act. But I don't feel that I need to pay attention to every time somebody say the word black or white. Why? Because I know that I'm not racist. And I know that everybody around me is not racist. Okay? I don't need to be afraid of every white person. Common sense would tell me if somebody's racist. I don't need to create a channel and argue somebody into being racist. If somebody's racist, it's obvious to everybody that they're racist. Same situation, same concept. Same situation. It's really not that difficult. But atheists like to make it difficult because without it, there wouldn't be any atheism. If you didn't make things difficult. If you didn't purposely act like you don't understand. But maybe you don't understand, because the Bible does say, understanding is for those that God has blessed to understand. So what I need to do is I need to pray for these atheist Christians. I need to pray for these atheists that God would help them understand. But see, if you understand and you don't step into and respect what you understand, the flames just get hotter. So maybe it's better that they don't understand. But see, if you act like you understand, if you act like you don't understand when you really do understand, the flames are pretty hot. That's not going to help you. But I'm D. Cruz, your life applications officer. I wrote nothing down. I just looked at my comments section and I said, hold on a minute. Okay? Please. 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 Are you serious? Until next time, God bless you. Thanks for watching. I will talk to you soon in the next video. Good night.